Welcome to another Rover related video. This time it is Roverfest 2022. I am in the police car. I haven't really done any videos on this one because I restored it before I started doing YouTube videos really, so it does pop up occasionally in the background and stuff. Yeah, it's up in Oxfordshire. I'm currently, or Bedfordshire I think, I'm currently in Kent at the moat waiting for my mate Neil. That is good timing. It's like he plans these things. Neil's in his V8 Opaline Green Beauty. I'm in police car. It's Friday afternoon, shitty traffic, not looking forward to it, and we shall see what happens on the way up. Hopefully it's an uneventful journey. We are about ready to leave. Neil's just setting up his sat nav. He's going to lead because just easier that way. He probably knows more sneaky shortcuts than I do. That's the police speedo. Here we have police stop there for the rear bar. I'll show you these later when we park up. Horn, beacon, they're all disabled for driving on the road. Little telephone handset with the talkie button. Pi Whitehall period correct radio, not wired in, it's just a dummy. That would have had a massive box in the boot. Relay speaker, and again little Pi jobby. Roof light, that's actually the same as on some Aston Martin DB5s and 6s and London Mayfair taxis. It's a Lucas item, and beyond that it's pretty much standard. Traffic's a nightmare. We're taking a weird way off the M25 through Essex somewhere. I don't actually know where we are, but I really need a piss, and what do I happen to park next to? Goddamn waterfall. So, an annoyingly long traffic light change as well. Yeah, not good. Just stopped and got more provisions. Neil is over there. Car is here. Provisions include scampi fries, Mr. Porky's pork scratchings, and more Strongbow. We have arrived at Premier Inn in Bedfordshire. I didn't realise there's a really nice like lake reservoir thing over yonder. I can hear ducks and things. We managed to secure 2 parking spaces right next to each other, right in front of the front door. So we look like a right proper pair of helmets, but never mind, proper fanboys. So we are going to go and eat as much as we can now, because we bought a meal deal with our hotel rooms. The Glamour Premier Inn Oh, I love it when this happens. This one, I can watch TV from the toilet. Excellent. Do we have a view of cars? Oh, we do. Cars are over yonder. Cool. Ah, he's run away. You should put that on TripAdvisor. Bunny rabbits, 2 bunnies. Yeah.
Bastard.
So we got 2 SD1s and a miniature mammal in the form of a bunny rabbit.
Yours is probably going to be better because it's newer. I really used to rave about mine. Am I in your shop?
No, don't worry about it. What a stunning day. Had a nice meal in there last night. Loaded nachos and a massive burger. It's about just before 8. I'm going to go in for breakfast, but it is lovely. Again, I've never known someone like it in the UK. It's been uncomfortably hot at times, but the rest of the time it's just been gorgeous. So looking forward to today. Hopefully I won't get too sunburnt. Doing a few morning checks of the wee beasties, like oil and stuff, which I can't really do one-handed, but I shall report back. This thing doesn't actually use any oil. It doesn't even leak any. In fact, the MOT tester remarked on the fact that literally there is not a drop on the underside of the engine, which is super rare for an SD1, but yeah, it's been 4 years I think since it, or 3 maybe, since this has been running, and it still doesn't leak yet, which is quite a result. Oil level is checked, oil level complete. I have my Roverfest ticket, my rather sporting Brands Hatch baseball cap. No, I didn't win anything, I just got given it by someone. Yeah, oil is in both of the motors, all coolant levels checked. Neil needs some air, I think, in his tyres, but we can do that later. I'm waiting for my fry up to go down, and then we shall head off. Well, being super keenies, we got here early. Not a lot has turned up yet, but I know that there will be about 30 or 40 SD1s. I think about 60 Rover P4s. There's quite a few P5s down there. A few P6s so far. There's going to be a lot of those. And yeah, this is early Saturday morning. The event runs until Sunday night, so today should be parking up, chatting, going out for a bit of a ride around the Kent, or sorry, not the Kent, where are we now? Oxfordshire countryside. Then a gala dinner this evening, which I presume will be down in that there tent, and then camping over, and then tomorrow will be probably when most people turn up, and a bit of a car show. What a day for a Rover day. You can tell it's getting busier because the queue for the concessions is starting to grow. There's quite a few more SD1s over on that hill, including JJ's rather nice Vitesse. A French, well, that French 2.6, a couple of other nice ones. We've got some P5s, a mixture of coupes and hardtops, or like saloons, the higher roof level ones. Loads of P4s and 75s. Some toilets. And that's about all to report at the moment. Yeah, today is not a busy day. Tomorrow will be proper show day, and hopefully a lot more cars turn up. While it's quiet and there's no one around, let's go and look at the P5s. So that's the saloon with the higher roof level. These three are all coupes with a slightly swept roofline at the back. Looks like it's had a roof chop. It hasn't, it's just that's what the coupe looks like, even though it's got 4 doors. But I've always fancied one of these. They just have that perfect mix of early sort of vintagey type car feel, but with the Rover V8 engine in it. They apparently drive beautifully. My uncle had Mark IIs and S-types, and he borrowed his mate's 3-litre P5, and he said it was better than the Jags, so I'm inclined to believe him. This one, look at that. You got your picnic table, screw your tea shelf, you've got a bloody tea service in that one. And then these, affectionately known as ET headrests. So ET goes home in a P5. But lovely cars, but they're so much money now. Bit out of my budget at the moment. Very cool cars. And most of them are two-tones. Well, I've seen a lot of white ones, all white. That's lovely. Cool little mirror. Very nice. So these aren't people going home, they are off on their countryside tour. So the event has set up 2 routes, one slightly longer than the other, different drop-off points, or points of interest really, country parks, cafes, restaurants, pubs, locks, canals, and also the Bletchley Park, is it Codebreaker's place? So that's the one we're going to go on later. Oh, and over here we have ceremonial fire pit, and beyond the paddock of small animals, so I don't know what they're going to throw on that later, but it should be fun to watch. We have another absolute beauty. This is an 827 Sterling, but it's an earlier Mark 1 800, so it's got the Montego bumpers, like the tucked in bumpers, unlike mine, which is it's also a Series 1 4-door, but it's the, oh sorry, just hit my head, J-Reg one, so it has the sticking out bumpers. But this is rather lovely because it has everything. It has the trip computer, aircon, cruise, leather steering wheel, leather seats, and I think that might be the electric rear seat. Excuse me, that's very rude doing that, but yeah, on some of these the whole rear bench moves backwards and forwards and articulates. It's even got the rear blind, so that is about as fully loaded as you get. So that is a real proper car, and it's also got what appears to be its original twin downturned chrome exhaust, which pretty unusual to find nowadays. Most of them have rotted away and then been replaced with pattern part type ones, but that is a really nice car. Only done about 70,000 miles. Future classic, current classic. I really should, put some effort into mine. Along here we have a rather nice collection of vintage Rovers. I particularly like this convertible with the semaphore indicators in the rear wings and the big horns. Tucked over the hill we have MG ZS, MG thing, Acclaim P76. This one I've seen before because it came to Roverfest back in 2017, whenever it was. I think it was this one, and the owners had brought along with them a big oil drum and 2 bales of hay, which is apparently what these were supposed to haul in the back, but they are absolutely massive. They've got a rather large V8, I think it's a 4.4 litre, which is kind of based on the Rover V8 engine, but it's all scaled up. I don't know all of the details, but apparently they've got quite a donk in them, and it's just all round a big car, which is what Aussies wanted, a bit like Americans. Hopefully the bonnet will be up tomorrow, because I remember the engine bay being massive. And then over here we have an Acclaim dysentery beige, missing its turdy brown go fast stripes, but they're cool cars. I remember these when I was a child. Well, our old head teacher had one in that colour, in fact, but I think he's had the really ready coloured interior, like my dad's Ital. I remember going down to Breaker's Yard and picking off Triumph badges and then sticking them on my wall because I thought Triumphs were cool, and I guess they are, but it's no TR7. We have now arrived at Bletchley, or is it Bletchley or Bletchley? Bletchley Park, in good company with Aston Martin. The guy who works on the gate turns out was a Met police officer for 36 years, and when he joined in 86, he was buzzing around in them. So I had a bit of a chat with him. We didn't get free entry, but never mind. Right, off to go and look at cool computery code breaking stuff. We have only just arrived, and I already like this place because of the old school building, but also we have a BSA motorcycle. Pretty funky. I saw this weird suspension on another old vintage bike. It's like a double weird wishbone, so it pivots there and there on these offset linkages. Bit different from your modern telescopic dampers, shock unit, whatever you want to call them. That is funky. Old Smith style too. Pannier holders. Oh, that's cool, like that. I don't know what they do, but I like them. Yeah, Chevy Impala. Yeah. We're outside the radio building. Lots of these cool, like World War II type looking buildings. We're gonna go have a poke around here. Did not expect to find this. Not the Audi, but that is, oh, I don't know what it is. An absolutely fantastic scale model of some sort of U-boat. But that is incredible. Look here. That's crazy. That's fantastic. That's my favourite thing I've seen all day. I think it is aluminium riveted together. Or is it wood? No idea. It's not aluminium. I think it's wood. That's cool. We've been looking at this for a while. There's no information plates, no nothing, and I don't think we're actually meant to be down here. But we don't know what this is for or why it was built, but our best guess is it was a prop in a movie. It's just got incredible amounts of detail to it. And I can't really think of anyone else who would put the time and effort and money into building something like that. So yeah, answers on a postcard please. Tree versus garage. Tree 1, garage 0. Cool tree. Shit garage.
Yeah, it's awesome. We actually won you as the fifth best team.
A lot of people have toddled off back to their hotels. Some are coming back for the evening meal. which will be down in the tent over there. But what a lovely evening. I've just found out that this whole venue is basically one of the owners, well no sorry, start again. Jeremy from the 200-400 club lives down there, and this is his field. So after the whole thing got semi-cancelled because Sywell Aerodrome kind of kicked us off, he's set up this field for us, and he's done a remarkable job, so thanks very much, Jeremy. We are now going to start drinking, eating tasty food, and then I will be working out whether I'm going to sleep in the boot or just on the floor next to the car. But it is such a spanking evening, I might just sleep on the floor. I do have friends, honest, I was just really quick at the barbecue. Check that out. So with my ticket I get beer and freshly barbecued chicken. Super. I'm replete. I've had seconds of barbecued chicken, barbecued corn, summer fruits and cream, lots of wine and cider, and now just wandering around looking at the sunset. I'll do some more sensible filming tomorrow, maybe, if I'm not alarmed by talking into my phone while people look at me funny. This turned up today, which I've never seen before, but that is quite possibly the oldest Rover I've ever seen. Rover 10, and what I love is the old school temp gauge. So screw having it on your dashboard, why bother when you can ignore electrics, you can literally look out your windscreen and see the temperature gauge. I don't know whether all of this should have been chromed or whether it was just left as bare brass, but I quite like it as bare brass. Fucking dogs. I hate dogs. Well, I don't hate dogs, but they do wind me up when they're yappy ones. Yeah, that's cool. The waft of leather and smells, petrol-y smells coming off it. And I've never seen a two-door 75. I don't know whether that's custom or whether it's a prototype or whether it's a production car, and I just don't know about them. But it's kind of reminiscent of like little American Deuce Coupes, and it's a super rare colour as well. I've never seen an early car like that in that sort of metallic blue, so I have to go and track down whoever owns it and see what they say. Anyway, I'm off now to go and drink more wine. See you later. It's going to bedtime. Lots of people leaving, including that rather nice SD1 there, Vitesse, gurgling away. Beautiful. I'm up to my car, which is on the hill somewhere, not to go to bed, to drop shit off, and then off down the pub. Woohoo! As I was walking up this hill towards my car, I was thinking about profound things I could say about cars and history and souls and all that crap. But to be fair, I'm just fucking knackered because I've got to drop that off, have a piss, walk back down that hill, go find the pub. It does look good in semi-moonlight. At least I can find it. I need to do some more exercise. Okay, being kicked out of the pub. The pub was over there somewhere. Car is over here. I can see it with my superior night vision. Gonna set up bed. Up there we have the North Star. Beyond that, I don't really know. Oh, there we go. Ooh, a bit of afterthought. I'm not sure how well this is going to come out in video at night time with an iPhone, but here we are, police car on top of hill in what I'm told is Buckinghamshire. I've survived the night. Well, that turned up this morning, which is pretty cool. I think it's, well, it's a super early Sherpa. Very nice. Again, stunning day. More cars are arriving as I speak, and it should be a good one. I'm off to the bathroom and go and get a coffee. Coffee and water obtained. I didn't realise that I'd left the car quite as messy as I did. Looks like a bomb has gone off near the back of my car. Oh well, time to tidy up. More lovely Rovers turning up. It's now either just before or just after 10 o'clock. It's about 10 o'clock and loads of things are pouring in. We've got ST1s, probably 8 to 10 of them now. 800s, 200s including a BRM, 220 coupes, 75s, loads of P4s, another bubble. Yeah, we'll do a little bit of a wander around later, I think. Yesterday, and I was prattling on about this one, and I was talking about the Montego style bumpers. See how that's tucked in? This is also a Mark 1, but it's a J plate, later one. And the bumper sticks out more, and this is like mine because mine's also a J. It's quite a bit more pronounced at the front, so you've got, you know, another couple of inches. Good for everyone. If you like Rovers, these events really do fill you with unbridled joy and happiness. It's just a fun place to be. Look, drawings of Rovers. Oh, yeah. A new P5B, is it B? A new P5 Coupe. That might actually just be a P5 Coupe 3 litre rather than the V8, but that is all really nice colour combination. Yeah, that's really nice. Right, I'm gonna go see if there are any treasures for sale. I've struck Rover Gold, pair of genuine Quintin Hazel lower control arms with the rubbers and the plastic washers. So they're not cheap, they were 60 quid each, so it's 120 quid that I probably didn't need to spend, but these are kind of things that you want to snap up when they're there because they're good quality ones. And then this is really cool. This is a damaged wing, so it's obviously had a clout that's bent. It can probably be just bent back out, dressed, and I'll be fine. But even if it isn't, it can be used for sections. So I've got a really nice wheel arch profile there, lower section, and I paid 30 quid for that, so that's a bargain. We have a bit of bonnet up action. I love this engine. They are brilliant engines. Would you believe it has 8 throttle bodies? So you have 2 in here. One is like a conventional big throttle disc, the other one is a little throttle disc for fine-tuning the amount of air going in, and then each individual runner has another valve. It's not quite like a throttle body, but each inlet runner is controlled by all of these sort of vacuum lines. It looks crazy in that computer, but yeah, it's just such a clever engine. If you haven't driven one, it's an absolute screamer. And I don't know whether this one's manual auto. Oh wow, it's manual. That's super rare. But mine's an auto, but it's a weird auto whereby it almost feels like a manual. because of the way it stays in gear. So when you get to a corner and you lift off, you actually get proper engine braking, unlike some of the other autos where you kind of almost feel like you're coasting. But yeah, really cool cars. I hope people start saving them a bit more than they have in the past, because they deserve it. That's kind of like my old Vitesse, except mine had the comfy armchairs rather than the Recaros. I think that car might have been the first one I ever did a video on. I'm not sure. The gold Vitesse. If you look back in the videos, you might see some early videos of me pouncing around with it. Oh, I don't really know what to film. I'm kind of overloaded. Is that Dotty? What is that? It's not Dotty, it's a Triton Green, and that is a genuine V8S because it's got the black bumpers. We'll have to go and have a look at that when it gets up here. I think they're called Monogram Collection, those 75s. They did it on the 75s, well, all of the MGs really for that period. Kind of cool. That would help if I zoomed out a bit. This is a rather badass car. Kind of Mad Max Interceptor reminiscent. Oh, and by the way, it wasn't Dotty. It is a rather nice, genuine Triton Green V8S. So we'll go and have a perv on that later. Beige, that is cool. I love the beige acclaim. This is a slightly darker beige, but that's such a trip down memory lane, because I remember looking at one of those in Barrett's in Canterbury when they first came out. Well, not when they first came out. It's a couple of years after they first came out. What else we got? That's a lovely colour. That's a late one. Dual airbags. A couple of 600s. These are so rare now. It's a shame. Nice cars. Is that willow green? No. What's that one? I don't know. I love these rear seats, particularly in the beige. They're really nicely sculpted. The roof line is more like a coupe than it is a four-door saloon. Really attractive interior, really nicely designed inside. BRM. Another one. Bubbles. I want a GTI. That's cool. Got the lightning trim. Apologies if you're just seeing my gurning face in the reflections. I've got my crappy baseball cap on today because it's chuffing hot and I'll get burnt. That's an early one. So we have a beautiful line of SD1s, just SD1 parking this section. You can't park anything else here, it's just SD1s. Oh, wait a minute, someone's decided it'd be a great idea to put a Freelander there. What a helmet. So that's kind of ruined everyone's photo opportunities. Never mind. Let's go and look at the green one. Now that is nice. This is quite remarkable. This is such a nice one. They've got the right colour gold on the wheels. It's that bright gold, not like Midas gold, like mine have been done. It's got the darker of the two teddy bear trims. I can't remember the name, but basically I would kill for an interior like this. So see that rear headrest, the pale pad, that's the same colour as my interior. But wow, that is absolutely mint. That's super nice. One day my gold one will look as good, I hope. This car is quite unbelievable, the level of detail in the resto. How cool is that? I've never seen that before. Advising people to select drive and not one of the fixed gears. I won't do it now, but under the engine bay, all of the correct stickers, everything, it's unbelievably mint. And look, proper Henley's number plate. Cool. Let's go and have a look at this. You can see how this evolved into the Freight Rover and then the DAF 400. You know, it's so similar. In fact, all they did to make the big Sherpa and the Freight Rover 400 and the DAF 400 and then the Convoy was pretty much cut it in the middle, widen it.
This has come in and the customer passed away. It's obviously had repair work. You can see it's not 100%. Dreadful. But he said, I'm going to put it on eBay for $3 grand. I said, well, I want to borrow it for half an hour, 60 miles an hour. Because I've had 4K service before, to make sure I don't lose any water. He said, fine. So yeah, I said, I'll give you $1 grand. He said, yeah. He didn't want the hassle of selling it.
This is another one of my, I don't know, cars that I always thought I'd like to own, and in this particular combination. It may not come across very well in this video, but basically this one has the dark aubergine leather. It is such a sumptuous interior, and I think I saw another one with the same aubergine. It's just like a winning combination. There it is, that one over there. Yeah, aubergine body, aubergine trim. Really cool. This one, throwback to two-tone jobs on the P6s, P5s, P4s. That's cool. It's really nice to see so many 75s and what is a reasonably recent vehicle is being looked after by so many people, because they are real cracking cars and they deserve to be cherished, because you can't get any more of them. Over here we have this amazing thing. I think it's done by the same guy who made the coupe one, and he's just got a real talent for making these things look, you know, like factory production cars, but of course it isn't, but it is lovely. This is one of the Mustang V8 ones. I think they're 260 horsepower. You could also get a Rouse supercharger kit on them as well. That's cool. I don't know. Never seen that one before. Little Mustang pony on the MG badge. Maybe that's on them all. I don't know. I don't think I've really seen many of them. Yeah, cool car. I was looking at this yesterday. It's a 3-door Rangy, and it's that generation of Range Rover that had the same teddy bear fabric. Well, no, sorry, not teddy bear, but this kind of fabric that the SD1 V8Ss had, and some of the American P6s. Quite a cool little truck. But I bet that's worth a bomb now, as I'm sure that is. Percy. Yeah, that's cool. Milk churn. Wunderbar. Breakfast. Couldn't resist. I'll try not to drip it on a car. Every day's a school day. I didn't realise, but I've just worked out that you can quite easily tell which is a P5B and which is a P5 by the front end. So that one over there, that's definitely a 3 litre because it doesn't have the additional lights there. And that one is a P5B because it has the lights. It doesn't have the cranking handle through the front grille like that one there, lower middle. So yeah, if you are a spotter, that's how you tell. Another one of my favourite colours, Persian Aqua. It's got the Vanden Plus, is it? Yeah, I think it is. Nice. I've just come across a car that I saw a long time ago at the NEC. And the first time I walked straight past it and I didn't know what it was. Guess which one here is rather interesting. I'll give you clues, that one. Right. Look what's under the bonnet. That, my friends, is a rather big engine. It's basically a disgustingly powerful drag car. Jesus Christ, a 10.5 second quarter mile. These are not light cars. What I love about it, no cage, no stripped out interior. So that's doing 10.5 second quarter miles. Basically, that's a complete Q car. It's just so impressive. Love it. Picnic hampers out. Is that a Rover 10? It is a Rover 10. Very nice one. Bicycles. I guess that's where it all started. How cool is that? That use 3/4 inch wick. So it's a little oil lamp to light your bike. And look, little gimbal suspension as well. That is super cute. Rover Meteor.
I would have done that with these, but
That's awesome.
so
Should have started with this one. 1888.
because it's got, it should have a 30-inch wheel.
That's crazy. Little wooden
So I know the Rover one
pegs.
doesn't go down low enough to touch it.
That's your brake. Direct acting on the tyre. That's so cool. Look at the chain. It's nuts. Maybe do a quick wander around some SD1s. That's Kev's Vanden Plus EFI. And that is, what's that, Series 2, 2.6 Vanden Plus. That's a Vitesse. Series 1.5. I keep getting told off for calling them Series 1.5s, but it's kind of a strange model. At the last of the Series 1s, they started putting features on them that were then going to be seen on the Series 2. So Series 2 type mirrors, Series 2 type seats. But the door cards are still Series 1 type. The inset headlights are the Series 1. The metal panel on the front bumpers indicates all Series 1. More Vitesses, lovely avocado green. Single plenum Vitesse. More Vitesses. Annoying Freelander. Brings back memories. Happy memories of my little 420 Tourer that I saved. In fact, it's very similar to that one, because that one's got the GSI trim, and basically towards the end of the run out you had the curvy bubble dash and the bubble seats, whereas this, being slightly earlier, has the R8 square dash like mine did. Auto, is this a 2 litre or is this a 1.6 or something? 1.6 SLI. I never knew they had that trim in those. It's such a cool interior. Got it in my GSI Turbo. Cool stuff, although that is quite funky as well. Bubble reminds me of BMW Motorsport Cabriolets, which had bubble Recaras. Oh, I tell you what, I'm knackered. I saw the bonnet up and I was expecting to see a polished K-Series or something. We have additional piping. What could that be? We have a little turbo. So that's cool. I don't know whether it is the original K-Series converted. I think that's the later cam cover, isn't it? So that must be... Oh yeah, of course it is, because it's lost its BBC inlet manifold. So that must be a 1.8 turbo out of a ZT or something. Cool. Here we have a car that I drivel over every time I see it. John's 200 VI. It's so cool. This is my dream car. If this was old English white, it would be even better, but yeah. So it's got the same trim as my bubble turbo, the Norse trim. John hates it. He takes this out and puts his MG seats in, which he thinks are much nicer. He says those don't offer the support, but I really like them. But it's so close to my original Rover when I was a skinny scrote. Well, I still am, well, hopefully skinny, but a bit of a kebab belly. But yeah, really excellent cars. Love it. I came over here to perv on this paint job and I found Thor's hammer. Now that would be good for whack-a-mole. That paint job, it's so cool. We get little voting cards when we register for the rally. You get a little vote ticket where you write your car of the show. I think this might be my car of the show because it is just so incredibly perfect. Every panel gap is perfect. If you look along the line of that, look at the reflection. It's just an absolute stunner. And then you add to that the colour combination, the spotless interior, the pinstripe across the roof, done in the contrasting blue. It's just absolutely stonking. When I was a young'un, I used to play cornet and I loved brass band music. I've even got the soundtrack from Brastoff, but yeah, that kid's got a lot of talent. Let's play Look Under the Bonnet. That's a remarkably original and unmolested engine bay. Rover fact, you can tell this is a super early car because this bit is flat. Later ones, it has a slight curve in it. Let's see if we can do a compare and contrast. So that's straight, early series, early series 1 styly. Scamper, scamper, scamper. Here we have a later car. Curvy. So yeah, I think most of mine have only ever been this style. Never had an early car. I walked past this earlier, assuming it was the Bernie and Leepu one. But I don't think it is. I think it's the genuine Jet one, gas turbine car. It is, yeah. Wow, that's cool. I hate to say this, but I've got overloaded in Rovers and I'm knackered. I've been wandering up and down this field and I've exhausted both my legs and my mind. So I'm recovering up here with my hula hoops, orange, and my little radio, and I might even have a snooze. Given up, blankets rearranged, full flop in progress. I've relocated to the shade bit under the back of the car. I'm quite enjoying watching clouds, I've decided. It's going home time. The show is emptying. Been a cracking event. I will load up and then start heading back to the southeast. And home again. So that was Roverfest 2022. Really hope there's a 2023, 24 and they keep on going with them because it's great fun. So I'm off now to go and have a wash. See you later.